Hey, it's Dr. Shelley, and I want to go over with you what to expect after your hysteroscopy with Trueclear resection of your polyps and or fibroids. So, if you just had the Trueclear with the polyp removals, those are, remember, like the little guys. They look more like little grapes, itty bitty grapes or raisins. Then that's a really similar procedure, very much so to the hysteroscopy D&C. So you should expect exactly the same kind of thing. You shouldn't need really any significant, you don't need narcotics. You same thing as before, you will take the nonsteroidal that I either gave you a prescription for, or you'll take 2 Aleve or 800 milligrams of over-the-counter ibuprofen um, about 3 to 4 hours after surgery when you get home. And we'll tell you what time to take that. And then if you need another dose before you go to bed that night, if it's been at least 6 hours, then you can obviously redose depending on which prescription we have given you. And you can just follow the directions on the bottle after that. It'll tell you. You will not, have any significant pain or discomfort after that day of surgery if it's just small polyps. You expect a bloody, watery discharge. Once again, as long as you're not filling your shoe with blood, you ignore all bleeding and discharge until I see you back at your 3 week post visit. Obviously, if there's any funky odor or a copious, yucky looking discharge, then yeah, pick up the phone and give me a call, or even better, send me a love note through the patient portal. But like I said, it should be very similar to when you had your hysteroscopy D&C. There shouldn't be major changes as far as that's concerned. And because we don't do as much scraping and stuff as we did with the first procedure, if anything, everything is actually less. Now, if you're having an actual fibroid removed, which we call it's still the same device, but instead of removing a little thing that's like the size of a grape, we're removing something that's much harder and is more like the size of probably about half the size of a golf ball to the size of a golf ball. That's a little bit more of an extensive procedure. I should have already given you a narcotic to utilize after the surgery, and if not, then you definitely will need that, and I will send that in at the time of surgery. So if I get to surgery and I haven't already given you a narcotic and I think that you need one, I will send one at that time. And I will also tell you when to use it. If we do use it, it's still just the day of surgery, so we have you use it based on whether or not we give you one during the surgery, then we'll have you use it basically about 4 hours after that. If you didn't use it, we have you use it as soon as you get home. And then if you need pain after that, about 6 hours later, you would do another dose. It's not like you're going to be writhing in pain the next day. But we do usually have you, if I think it's going to be a big case, I'll have you take the day off afterwards. If, like I said, we get caught and we're surprised and it's turns into a bigger case than we thought, then we'll have you take the day off afterwards. And we'll make sure I am not into pain. I will make sure you are comfortable after surgery. You just have to listen to what I tell you to do, and you'll be good as gold. Same thing as with the D&C, bloody watery discharge for up to 3 weeks. Um, and and we talked about pain medicine. No sex for a week. Um, I think that's about it. No antibiotic unless I think you need it, or you're diabetic. And if so, then it's usually just the day of surgery and the day after. And I think that that's about it. We talked about pain medicine. We talked about antibiotics. We talked about discharge. Yep. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. So if you have any concerns that are not being addressed by this video, and you just had a Trueclear, then by all means, either give the surgery scheduler a call, and or if it's after hours and it's an emergency, you're really, really concerned, then do call the after hours number. You call the main line and you watch, it will take you to the after hours and they will track me down. But you should do completely fine. And don't be concerned if you saw like, some small passage of, small clots or bleeding, just like after the D&C. So if there's no concerns, then I will see you back usually about 3 weeks after your surgery for your post-op visit.